Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're taking a look at the Batman Arkham City Batarang controller for Xbox 360. Now this is made by PowerA, and as you can see, it's a cool looking controller that is Batman themed. So this is the front of the box. You can see the display window and the controller, and it says licensed for Xbox 360, Batarang controller. It's got a picture of Batman just there. On the side it's got another picture of Batman. On the other side it's got a picture of Catwoman. On the back it says, the official Batman Arkham City Batarang wired controller for Xbox 360. Prepare for battle. The Batarang wired controller equips you with all the features you need for battle in Arkham City. Dual rumble, glowing buttons, chat headset port. And of course it shows you a picture of the controller just there. LED on-off button, 10 feet 3 meter inline release cable, rubberized grip. Choose from 7 built-in LED colors to personalize your controller. And on the bottom it's just got the general kind of information. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a closer look at this controller. Okay, so first you get a manual here, and it does have multiple languages, so it can just give you the basics of how to get started, exactly what each things mean, what button means what on the controller. So it's just a basic get started kind of guide. And of course next you've got your cabled controller. So you can see it's got quite a long cable on it. So it'd have plenty of length to go from where your console is to where you're sitting, whether it be in a lounge or an office or wherever you got your Xbox set up. That's what the controller looks like. And you can straight away see the Batman theme of it. That's the back. And of course just down there you can see the Batman little plaque there. It says Batman Arkham City Collector's Edition Wired Controller for Xbox 360. Okay, so having a look at the features. The first thing that you'll notice when you actually hold this controller is that it feels remarkably good quality. It's got a nice weight and it feels just like it's a really good build. It's got these rubber grips on the side to make it easier to hold the controller and more comfortable, something to grip onto. And it's got this shape at the back here, so it's more contoured to fit in your hand. Secondly, you've got your analog sticks here, and as you notice by there, there's a little bit of a grip on them, and that just helps you so your fingers don't just slip off. The sticks are really accurate, really easy to use, really nice feeling, and of course that extra grip makes it really easy for your fingers don't just slip off, so it's quite nice. They of course also click down. Here is the D-pad. The D-pad is a bit hard, I find. It's responsive, it does the job, but it might have been a bit easier if it was just a bit softer when you press it, because it is pretty hard and you've got to put a little bit of force in to press it down. But it does the job, it works fine, and it responds pretty quickly. And you've got the functions on this side. You've got A, X, Y, and B. And they feel pretty nice, they're very responsive, really easy to use. In the center here you've got your Xbox button just there, and of course you've got your back button, start button, and right in the center is the LED switcher button, which helps switch the LED lights, which I'll show in just a moment. On the back there you've got of course your buttons, and they are really nice. You can hear that click. Really responsive, really easy to use, and feel really nice. Then you've got your triggers down here, and they've got a nice shape to them that you can easily press them when you're playing a game. And this is the first thing that I'm going to compare to the PS3 version. I have done the PS3 version review, so if you haven't seen that already, check it out on my channel. I'll probably put a link down in the description as well. But with the PS3 version, the actual triggers here are wider, and they've got a little bit of more of a flange on the end of it. And in comparison, I kind of like those triggers a little bit better than what's on the Xbox controller. They just feel a bit more nicer, feel a bit more like a contoured kind of trigger. These just feel more like the standard kind of Xbox trigger. But they do the job, they respond well, and they work with shooters or any type of game that you're playing with. Alright, so this is a cabled controller, as you can see. Another thing it has in comparison to PS3 is, of course, this is cable, and PS3 is wireless. So if you like cabled controllers versus wireless, then of course you're going to like this better than the PS3 version. Now it does have an LED feature, and I'm just going to plug it in so I can get power to the controller, and I can show you that LED connection. So I've just got a USB cable here connected to my PC just to power it up so I can actually show the LED feature of it. So in its current state, it's just like this. When you actually have it powered up and you start using the LEDs, so plugged in, ready to go, the center button just there is what you use to swap the LEDs. So if you press that, it'll light up. Now it lights up just down here on the other side as well. And of course on the top there as well. Now, of course, that's the first comparison if you've seen the PS3 version. The PS3 version has a much more wider area up here, and this is a much smaller area. So the PS3 seems to light up more up top here. And, of course, another good feature of this one compared to the PS3 version is these buttons actually light up. So your function buttons actually light up nice and clearly so that you can see them in the dark, which the PS3 version of this controller did not have. The buttons did not light up, it just had the top and the side grip lighting. So it's a really nice feature, and it's really nice for gaming at night. So you can easily see those buttons when you're gaming, and of course it has a cool lighting feature around the edges too to make it look like a cool controller. And of course it's not just the one color, so this is yellow at the moment. You can change the colors, there are 7 colors available. So you press it again, it'll go to blue. Press it again, it'll go for a pink color. It's sort of pink, it's sort of like a purpley pink almost. Next one is red. And the next one is green. Next one is sort of like a light blue. And of course the next one's like almost like a white light. And if you press it again, it'll turn it off. That's a pretty cool feature. It lights up the controller really nicely in dark. I'll just show it again. I'll try and show you here a bit more in the dark. So yeah, overall it's a really cool feature, and there's probably going to be a color here that you would like. Another cool feature of this one, even though it is basically a controller designed for Xbox, it also works on your Windows PC. And it doesn't need any extra drivers. I've tried it out on Windows 7, I've just plugged the cable in, it's installed it straight away, and it's ready to play. So it's pretty much a plug-and-play controller with at least Windows 7. I'm not sure if that's with the older systems. The older Windows might need extra drivers, but it definitely works on Windows 7, and it'll probably work the same way on Windows 8. So not only as an Xbox controller, if you enjoy to play with a controller on PC, then this controller is compatible with both. Another feature on the Xbox version of this is at the bottom here, you've got your headset jack, so you can have a voice headset if you have one, and you can just plug it directly into the controller. So overall, this is a very good quality controller. It feels nice to hold in your hands. It's got a really high kind of build quality. The buttons all feel very nice, so do the sticks. Very easy to play with any type of game that you have. And of course, it is Batman themed, so it is more aimed to your Batman fans and everything. So Batman fans, collectors, you probably already own this in your collection. But to anyone else that's just looking for a controller to use on Xbox and maybe PC, then this is a good controller and I would easily recommend it to any of you. Not only is it good quality, but it works well, and of course the lighting effects are pretty cool, especially since those LED buttons are illuminated just there. So that's a really nice feature, a feature that was missing on the PS3 version. But overall, this is a really nice controller. The lighting does look pretty cool, and of course it is a Batman themed controller, so it looked good in any kind of Batman fans collection. Now the price. When this came out around the release of Batman Arkham City, it was around $50 or $60 when it first came out. But now you can buy it for like $20 or $30. So for the price, it's actually very good value for a really good controller that you can use with all types of games, whether it be shooters or platformers, whatever you're playing. And the fact that it works on PC is also a really cool feature and makes it a little bit more valuable if you are playing on dual systems. And of course, if you're looking at this one and you're thinking that you want to buy one versus the other, so you're thinking if I should buy this version, the Xbox 360 version, or the PS3 version, or the Batman controller, it all comes down to what you want. If you would like a wired controller that also has illuminated function buttons just there, then this one is going to be the better choice. But if you prefer a wireless controller and don't mind the fact that these buttons aren't illuminated, then of course the PS3 version is the one to go for, because it is wireless. So whatever really you need for whatever you're playing with, then you go for the PS3 or the 360 version. So you guys, that's all about I can say about this one. Thanks for watching. I'm Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, then hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you would want to. And thanks for watching, guys.